What's up YouTube? How are you guys today? Today we're going to show you some simple DIY type Plecostomus and Cichlid caves for you guys to make. You've probably seen many of these on some of the other guys' channel. Hopefully maybe one of these ideas is one that you haven't never seen before. I can help you out. Many times, you know, when you guys want to buy these actual Plecostomus and Cichlid caves, they can get pretty pricey. So if you're working on a fish room and you have got a bunch of different tanks you need them for, you really need a more affordable way to be able to get these. So I've got about 4 different ones I want to make and show you how to use. Now here we have some Terracotta watering spikes. What these things are normally used for is you take a bottle of water, or just a normal bottle of water, and you put it in the end here, and then you put this into the plant, and it automatically waters your plant. But these make fantastic caves. The holes are a little bit big for some Plecostomus, but it'll work for some cichlids, and same, you don't really have to do anything much to it whatsoever. You guys have probably seen many of the videos that are out there. Corey from Aquarium Co-op showed these, and he actually got this idea from another person. And if you watch Corey's video, you can see he actually took the time to glue some different plants and stuff on there to allow it to grow, to make it look a lot more natural. But again, with these, you really don't have to do much to it. They're already ready to go. These I haven't been able to find anywhere local. All of these I've been able to find are on Amazon. When I bought them, I got them in a pack of 6. I think they were about $12 or so for a pack of 6. All right, so the next idea here, we're going to have to do caves for Plecostomus or cichlids. We're going to use bamboo. This is just regular bamboo. Nothing's been done to it other than it's been dried out. Be sure, don't get the kind that have been painted that are darker colors. Be sure and get the ones that look just like this, that have the just the standard coloring. And what we're going to do on this, we're going to take it back in a second and we're going to cut it. If you'll notice, each place where it has these kind of growth rings at, each one of these growth rings is literally a solid spot. So if you look in the end of it there, nothing can pass through of it. So that provides what they need when they go in the cave, so that there's nothing in the back, so they feel protected. All right, so we've made our cuts. So we've got 2 pieces from the 2 cuts off the end. We have the one piece that you can see that it's completely a swim through, so it's just like a swim through tube for them. And then we have the other piece that has the grow out ring here that's completely blocked off, so that it's actually a cave that they can go in and feel safe on the other side. So we can keep making all those cuts out of that entire piece of 3-foot bamboo that we have, and cut it into multiple sections and get quite a few different caves and swim through tubes from it. All right, so the next one that we're going to look at is using terracotta pots. Here we've got some that we picked up at, actually got these at Michael's. They carry pretty much any of your local craft stores or any of your local plant stores like a Callaway's, and sometimes you can find them, I think Home Depot and Lowe's and other places like that also have them. Make sure it's the ones that are just these orange color that haven't been painted or have anything else on them, because these have been kiln fired like you need. So we can take these here in a few minutes, and we'll take them and we'll cut some holes in them so that they'll actually act as a cave. These are a very cheap way of doing it. These are only $1 to a piece, and you can buy them in all sorts of different sizes. All right, so the first thing that you're going to need to have done is to take your terracotta pots and soak them at least overnight in some water. Just some regular water is fine. Next thing you do is you take your diamond tip bits on your terracotta plate, dip it in the water here. Some people will do it right in the water, but since I'm using an electric drill, I'd like to not be electrocuted, so I'm going to keep it separate. So I'm going to take the bit, and I'm just going to try to work on one of the corners a little bit, just trying to get a little bit started. Sometimes it can take a little while. Every few seconds I'll dip it back in the water again. That's why you can see why the water's so dirty. You can see we're getting it started here. Again, you determine what size hole you want based upon what type of Plecostomus or cichlid that you're wanting to live in there. I'm making one kind of small for some Ancistrius, some bristle nose. There we go. That's about what we want to look at right there. Wash it off a little bit. Then maybe take some 220 grit sandpaper and maybe sand down some of the sharper edges that you have, and it's ready to go in your tank. Probably the most simplest and easiest form is so that you have to do very little cutting is to use just simple PVC pipe. You can see here we've just got a piece of 1/2-inch pipe, and to close it off on the end you can just get a 1/2-inch cap. Again, you can buy these in all different sizes so that you can build whatever size cave you want. Just attach that onto the end of it and you have a quick and easy cave for them to use. Not the most attractive thing in the world, but quick and easy to put together, especially if you have tons and tons of aquariums where you need to get a bunch of them in there. All right, here you can see we've got all of them in the tank here. You can kind of get an idea what they look like with some actual fish around them. Something I forgot to say earlier, that on the bamboo one, you've got to soak that for a couple of days to get it to absorb enough water so that it'll sink to the bottom. Or if you wanted to, you could glue it to some slate or something like that. Thanks again, guys, so much for joining me today. I hope you learned something in this video. Please leave any comments that you may have, and I hope that you subscribe to come back for more videos that I'm making. Thanks again, and God bless.